Good evening, Proxy Table Gaming fans. We are PTG. I am Hyper G. Lucky Sixes.
What's cracking?
Cracking. That is cracking.
Cracking.
Cracking. I like it.
You're cracking.
I am. You're also cracking sometimes.
Chill.
All right, it's time for another battle report. And this is the other battle when you were in Stony Stratford.
Yeah.
So I was on the other table next to you.
Number 52.
Number 52. Yeah, definitely didn't get that wrong in the first take. Mm-hmm.
Swish.
So you were playing against Paul and being destroyed by Aegis saves.
Unless you look at the end result.
Yes, absolutely. Meanwhile, I was playing against Tony with my Saurians versus Undying Dynasties. Undying Dynasties is so cool. I love that army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the name of it or the
everything about it. I just think they're a really cool little army.
Yeah.
Bit of a tangent. Okay. So we played Frontline Clash. We were still playing version 2.04 at this point, I should say.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, it's just
we're getting there
before Christmas.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Gold was not released.
No, it was not. It's still beta.
Beta.
Yeah. Frontline Clash and Spoils of War.
I'll be sad when the beta is over.
Yeah.
You can't say beta. What's that? It's not alpha, is it?
It's just gold.
It's just gold.
Just gold. Yeah, I've skipped it. Yeah. So this was my list with the Saurians. A bit of a progression from my battle against West. I took him on with against Orcs and Goblins, and I've made a few changes to it. The Taurosaur was dropped in favour of a few other little bits and pieces.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, so we'll see how we go with this one. And you'll see them all as they go. Now, Tony's list don't have the full details of the characters. They're not all just bear, because that would be rather risky.
He's got some points left.
Yeah.
If he has.
Yeah. And then there's the other units. So a very minimal core.
Are they
with
bow
the chariots.
Shabties?
No, they're not bow Shabties. They're fighty Shabties. Yeah, so I mean, we saw the bow Shabties in the wooden spoon, but these are the real Shabties, the real big boys.
Real Shabties. Real slim Shabties.
Please stand up. Yeah. So there's Tony hiding behind his piece of paper.
So he hasn't deployed yet?
No, he has deployed yet.
What the hell, Tony?
I know. He apologised so many times for doing that deployment.
Did he?
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember whether I went down first or not. I think I must have done, because otherwise, surely I would have deployed better.
Yeah, crap.
I looked pretty neat. And if I'd have known he was going over there...
What's the objective, by the way?
The objective holds the centre. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was thinking that as well.
Yeah.
Whatever you're thinking in your head, I was thinking that as well.
So your scouts...
No, that's wrong. I've told you wrong. It's Spoils of War, which is almost the same in this situation. If not better in this situation, yeah.
So he's put one down?
No, Spoils of War, they're the three.
Oh, okay.
So one's hiding behind that tree, one's there, and one's there. Yeah.
So you've managed to scout with those guys on the top?
Those guys are scouting, yeah.
And and these guys?
And those guys, yeah.
And they're in the middle of
the deployment zone.
Well, I mean, this is interesting.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it gets more interesting when you zoom in on Tony's list.
I'm holding you up.
Yeah, so that's a zoom in just of that model, because Tony was devastated when we started setting up and he realised he'd forgotten half of his models. So a lot of them are actually proxied, which is quite cool.
Awesome.
Welcome to the team. So, but at some point during the setup, as you have to do, you talk about spells. And I talked about Totemic Summon being one of my favourite spells, which led Tony to placing his archers in this kind of formation.
Because you wouldn't be able to put it 1 inch away.
No, that is correct. However, he was not aware, and I didn't realise he wasn't aware, that you can cast a Totemic Summon 10 inches away from the side of the board. So he spent a long time setting that up without realising that I could just bypass the archers and just like go in the gap here or whatever, because there's a hill here, so it looks a bit funny. Yeah, so that was that. But anyway, so this is the Cataracts, obviously, and he's an awesome model. I don't think it was a character. If it was a character, then I've got his list slightly wrong. But hey, it's an awesome model. Yeah, chariots. There's the Pharaoh General in there. There's the Shabtis, looking very nice.
He's got some very cool models.
Yeah, I mean, he forgot his casket. And these guys are not scarabs; they're horsemen. But yeah, some really cool models and very well painted. In contrast, you got my little skinks there on their cardboard base. They were just on the edge. They're going for one of the spoils of war. Got the Temple Guard, the Spearbacks, unit of Saurians, a small unit, you know, as is tradition nowadays. With a, what's he called? Feldrak?
Feldrak Elder.
No, not an elder. That's just a baby Feldrak.
No, that's the elder. The Feldraks are smaller.
Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, that's actually a skink priest on a palanquin. You know, as you do. There's the salamanders, unit of snake swarms, and some skink bows with a captain. And I'll zoom in on my snake swarms, who are not really snake swarms, but I love the models. And then there's those chameleons up there scouting. And another close up on him. He's awesome.
Why the hell not?
Oh, close up on all the Tonys, in fact, because they are brilliant. Yeah, love it.
Cool.
So he goes first by the looks of it.
Yeah. So he dropped the first turn.
Yeah, but then that goes against what we said earlier, in that why have I gone in the middle? Or maybe I went in the middle because I wanted spoils of war. I can't really remember who deployed first, but it is definitely Tony's first turn. So he moves up a bit aggressively, just to, you know, threaten with, because all of this is ranged. You know, that doesn't need to be up in my face.
Yeah.
Drops a rock on the chameleons, so that kills 3 of them, but they don't panic. I think that was a 1 on the dice or something.
Sweet.
So yeah, and in my turn, so a very quick first turn, magic was all out of range because his hierophants were in the archers right there. Yeah. So they couldn't threaten me in terms of magic support. I can't remember what paths he had, but yeah, I moved the chameleons back because 3 of them weren't going to do a lot now, and I didn't really want to throw their points away. The salamanders move up to threaten. The spearbacks moving around to get a flank shot. Temple Guard all just moving up in the line, really.
Yeah, sweet. So presumably everything is 12 inches away from your chaffing.
Yeah, presumably. You think I'd measured that. But yeah, I mean, the chariots charging into a dangerous terrain snake swarm is probably not a great idea anyway. Yeah. Because they would probably take a lot of damage from that. So
I'm take 4 each?
Yeah, 4 each, yeah. So that's quite nasty. My scoring unit of skinks goes up to claim that objective, and they literally are just skinks, so they are perfect for that kind of role. Yeah. I'm hoping. Do 2 wounds onto the Shabti.
Magic?
Yep, I would have thought so. And then it's on to his next turn. Can't remember what caused that, the 2 wounds. But hey. Yeah. Scorpion comes up, and the horsemen also come up. He does not move forward with his chariots. He's kind of like reversed his first turn decision, really. He kind of knows he's blocked by these snake swarms, but can't get round them. So it's a bit of a stalemate, really. You've got to charge them to get rid of them. But I'm just going to keep sitting in front of them, really. Because
he's got to target it with magic and shooting.
Yeah,
otherwise then.
Exactly. Yeah. The cataracts moving up on one side, and the Shabtis probably the most mobile unit while the chariots are busy. That's his corner.
Why not?
Yeah, I didn't cast a totemic summon in my first turn, so I think by that time he'd realised what I could do with it. But the archers were so hemmed in, it wasn't like they were doing anything else.
Sure.
Yeah, these chameleons hiding on the hill. I think he might have tried to drop another rock, but because obviously being hard target 2 doesn't matter when they're hitting on 5s anyway. Yeah. So it's their worst nightmare, really. Lost a bit of this picture, but it's just a close-up of snake swarms in the chariot's face. He drops another rock on the Saurian warriors. They lose 4 and they panic.
Oh no!
Not off the board, thankfully. So I'm hoping very much that they can rally. But yeah, a rock has been dropped on them, and the chariots are shooting at the snake swarms.
Cold-blooded 8.
Cold-blooded 8, yeah, re-rollable. Failed it.
That's fine.
So, oops. Yeah.
But they rally.
They do rally in my turn 2. Yep, she's good. And apparently the priest has got
Yeah, I
scarification
was
on.
gonna say I like your magic cards.
Yeah, they're nifty. If you do want a copy of those PTG magic cards.
They won't be exact.
No. It would be pretty impressive if they were. Okay.
More lost picture.
Yes, more loss of picture. I think the main part of that was this.
Mhm.
He grew back wounds in his turn, so I think again I'm just doing more wounds to it, but not really causing a lot of damage. I think this is me moving back with the skinks, possibly, and moving up the snake swarms.
Yeah, chap them both.
Yep. Nearly at the objective over there with the skinks. I mean, they are movement 6, but
Taking
still.
their turn.
And these guys have now hidden behind a hill. So they're safe.
That's them for the battle.
Yep, that is them for the battle. If I don't mention them again, it's because they're still hiding. Hooray! Totemic Summon! I'm a git, I know. I'm a git. Totally. Yeah.
Did you ever 5 dice it in this game?
Did I 5 dice
just to
Totemic
get it
Summon?
through. Yeah.
I don't think I did, no.
Oh.
No, I don't think I was that cruel. But I managed to get it off anyway, so, you know, woohoo!
Yeah, nice. So that's going to cause some ruckus.
Oh, this is another Totemic Summon. What? Maybe in turn 1. Yeah, I think that was the picture that we lost half of.
Oh, okay.
Was me showing that I had
Summon.
got Totemic Summon in the first one, but I'd only got enough dice to cast it on the lower version.
So you had to go a bit further.
So I had to go actually near my own deployment zone.
I see.
And so I brought him up on the flank. That makes sense.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, then he's there. The salamanders move up. Now, this is worth noting that at this point in my Saurian Ancients life of battling, I didn't know salamanders could fire on the march.
Yeah,
so I moved them up thinking they were only range 8. This is more than range 8. So they're still not shooting. But actually, I could have moved them a lot further and shot. So that's me making errors.
Breath weapon?
Yes, kills. Did it kill any? I think it fluffed. It whiffed totally.
Kill.
Yeah. And then he charges in with his cataracts into that.
Yeah.
Totemic Summon, of course. Charges the snake swarms with the Shabti, which is a very smart move because obviously they're not going to take anywhere near as much damage from the danger terrain. What does this signify?
Magic buff?
Yeah, no, that's it. This is him buffing his skeleton archers and debuffing my Totemic Summon, actually.
Okay.
And the reason he's doing this is because I think, actually, this picture is him showing he charged them into...
Oh, right.
He charged his archers into my summon.
Okay.
Which I wasn't expecting when I put him there. And in fact, I didn't realise he could do it.
Yeah.
So, if you add on to the fact that he's now debuffed my Totemic Summon and buffed his archers.
What's he got?
He's got evocation. So he's like, I think is it +1 to hit? Or
okay.
Like it's
still an interesting thing to do,
yeah. Drops a rock on the Temple Guard, and that's a lot of points killed in that one rock. And he's also yeah, it is, yeah. And he's also moved his Scorpion up to chaff them. Does a few more wounds to the snake swarms. Get rid of them. They're sitting right next to the objective, ready to go up and do something to the chariot. And this is what happened in the combat. So I didn't do many wounds to his skeletons, and he did 1 wound to me.
Like 1/1.
Yeah. So those magic spells are doing their job, really, because it means in my turn 3, I can't move my Totemic Summon.
Yeah.
So good move, Tony. Good move. Kills them, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And kills him.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Now this was where the cheese came out.
Oh, he hasn't.
He has.
He's concubine.
Yeah. He's combat reformed after killing the Totemic Summon. He kind of didn't trust the skeletons to finish the job there, and why should he? So he conga lined combat reformed.
Very interesting.
To get his cataracts very close to the Totemic Summon. Yeah. He said at the time, "This is ultimate cheese," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it is." But anyway, so I moved up the salamanders. Now I am thinking of being in range this time.
Mm-hmm.
I did not take the charge on the scorpions.
So why didn't you?
Because these snake swarms were gone,
Okay.
and the counter charge would have been pretty lethal.
Okay.
This spearback's also moving up. I think I couldn't get these guys far enough.
Right.
Basically, they only got movement 10.
Yeah.
So they would have just been in no man's land. And if I'd have gone forward with a temple guard here,
You
I'd
could
have
got
definitely
around.
got a counter charge against me. So
Okay, fair enough.
yeah, and I was kind of reassessing my lines after these guys rallied and
Yeah,
moved back
sure.
in. So these guys are firing bows, but it's really not doing anything.
We got some cover as well, haven't you?
Yeah. These guys move up. They have moved on to the objective now, and
Mm.
they've gone into that formation, which is kind of like,
Because of the rocks.
yeah, once stuff gets engaged in combat, I'm thinking he's probably going to try and drop rocks on them. So that will reduce, as long as I'm in the front arc, that will
Yeah.
reduce the damage they take. That's the Scorpion
Shoot.
standing there. No, I think that's just him standing there.
Did
Oh,
you
no,
shoot
maybe
it?
it looks like, yeah, I've done some damage to him. Yeah, just in trying to kill it, but obviously I've failed to kill it.
Ugh.
Oaken Throne goes off.
So
I suppose,
that was
yeah,
a
I mean, at
magic.
this point I've got Protean.
Yeah.
Potentate. The same as I had in the last battle, with lots of signature spells. Did another wound to my Totemic Summon.
And he did nothing.
I'm not doing anything.
Yep.
I know. I don't even think he's debuffed me this time around.
Archers.
No, I think he still has, but we've just taken the dice away, yeah. So I just can't kill anything. Yeah. He charges in his horseman in his turn 4 into the salamander. You'll notice the salamanders only did 1 kill.
Uh,
That was pathetic. I think actually he. Oh no, I should mention that Tony's playing. What is it? One of the
well, you
lists.
buff your toughness.
Yeah, his resilience is +1 on everything.
Like
Oh, what's it called?
statue one. It's
yeah.
not statue.
Yeah, it's that one. Terracotta.
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 So
I should
they're
know that.
T4.
Yeah, so they're T4. So I really didn't do much with the salamanders. Of course, these cataracts get in because they're right next to the Totemic Summon. Can't say the word for some reason. And he charges his chariots over into the spearbacks. Now, I didn't really expect that, but obviously I can't flee because of the spearbacks having to stand and shoot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the fact that I've let him get that charge off is quite a big mistake from me.
Okay. But did you kill anyone?
Or is it? The Shabtir just moving up now because they've kind of been left in the middle to hold the centre. And there's an overview. That kind of helps.
I love an overview.
That's good. I always forget to do an overview, don't
Finally.
I know, yeah. That was you saying,
That's all I do.
yeah, on those chairs. So, yeah, that shows you, like, I think the chariots were here. So it was a fairly easy charge, really.
Yeah.
Was that part of the plan, I hear you wonder? Lost a few more Temple Guard, of course, because I'm
Got a rock.
Yeah, I'm never going to get over there without Totemic Summons.
No.
So, and he finally goes down to the
Of
cataracts. Of
course.
course, he is. You know, that was a waste of time.
Well,
Going back to the overview,
it isn't, because it means his cataracts are
yeah, they've
going back
turned around. Yeah.
Yes.
So, knowing that I could have gone 10 inches in with that casting of that, I chose to go here. Why didn't I go here?
Yeah.
You know, then the archers couldn't have charged me. But when I was there, I didn't realise the archers
Yeah.
could charge me. So it was it was a mistake. A wasted opportunity by me, but hey. Spearback's dying horribly. Doesn't look like they died. I think that's just impact hits, actually.
Okay.
And yeah, and then he's very dead. That was the combat between them.
Okay, 1-1.
Yeah, so I held on there, which was fine.
Yeah.
And then there's the overrun of the chariots, and they land an inch away from the skinks,
Oh, blimey.
who of course do have the spoil of war.
Yeah.
And now they're thinking, oh, we're not
So was
just
that
objective
close? Was
grabbers.
that, like, close?
It was 1 inch away, literally. I think it was 8. He rolled.
Oh, right,
he rolled
okay,
an
so
8.
could've-
He needed a 9, something like that. Very doable on Swift Stride, anyway.
Yeah.
In my turn, I charge the Scorpion now because I've got a plan.
No reason not to, yeah.
Of course, I have got a plan in that one, and I've got healing waters on them apparently. And the snake swarms now move up to get into the Shabti's face.
Yep.
Everything else is just sitting put, really,
Fair enough.
and hoping not to get catapulted. Do a few more wounds to this. I'm blinking
that's
away.
useful.
Every time he casts an augment spell, he gets wounds back on these guys.
True,
but,
yeah.
you know, it's fine. And I get break the spirit on the chariots.
Oh.
Now, that's a good thing to have on chariots because of the dangerous terrain.
Yeah. And 1s and 2s as
Ones
well,
and
so-
twos, yeah. So they're taking 4 each on 1s and 2s. Salamanders beat the horsemen, which is great. I
Yeah,
would
very
hope
useful.
that they would definitely do that. And this is my reform after I killed the scorpion.
Okay.
Now, I didn't charge the skinks into the front of the chariots.
Of course.
I know that would obviously have taken away their impact hits, but with a pharaoh in there, I didn't have any faith in them holding that
No,
combat.
for sure.
So, yeah, I wanted them to charge and break the spirit, charge the skinks. Because if they stayed put and didn't charge,
They got to do it twice because of the.
yeah, because some of them are in the
Forest.
forest as well,
Oh, okay.
and that's you can see that's what's left. He rolled fairly well for his dangerous terrain tests, but still lost 2 models.
Mm.
So you know,
That's all right.
there's that. So just charging those skinks loses 2 models. So the skinks do their job in that form,
Sure, yeah.
but they are probably going to die horribly. The Shabtis charge into the snake swarms, of course. A salamander gets panged by a rock.
Fair enough.
And the skinks die terribly. That
Oh,
was that's like 13 were killed, but that's easily enough to
Yeah.
auto break. And Tony attempts to overrun as far as he possibly can to get away from the temple guard.
And he loses another one?
Yep, loses another model to more dangerous terrain. So, although that unit has taken out the
Objective.
skinks, and they've got the spoil of war, of course.
Yeah.
You know, now my temple guard are licking their lips, really.
Mm.
Snake swarms die, of course they do. And I think I fail my charge.
Okay.
Yeah, I do fail my charge. I think I would have moved a lot closer if I had.
And then does he move again?
Has he moved further there? Has he? The pictures are probably getting a bit sparse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So he's moved up further.
Yeah.
To get as far away from me in the next turn, which I think is coming up to my last turn by now.
Yep.
That's just the rest of the battle. As you can see, the Saurians are claiming this objective.
Yeah.
So, you know, or
They
they
have
will
to pick
be.
it up.
Yeah, they will be.
Okay.
I think they are, or they will be. I can't remember. Well, there's another one. That's a veil token, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really remember the who's and wherefores because the pictures dried up.
Right.
But the Shabtis did think about charging those, and I would have liked that because there weren't that many of them left.
Okay.
But Tony decided not to in the end.
Conserve points.
Yeah, which I think was a good choice because I think I would have probably done enough to kill the Shabtis.
Yeah.
But who knows? Dropped a rock on the skinks just because. Oh, and that was how
that was
ended.
it.
Yeah. I won because I got the objective. The pictures did dry up at the end, but I know I definitely won the objective to win the battle. Tony did kill more of mine than I killed of his.
Really? That's
Yeah, because his corner was untouched, but we hardly killed anything.
Yeah, it wasn't. It
I
didn't
mean,
look like a
Yeah,
bloody game, did it?
totally. I mean, the chariots. Yeah, I need to talk about the chariots because that was how I didn't get the charge off.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I never managed to get that charge off, and I magicked the chariots to death.
Okay. So you
With-
killed the chariots.
I killed the chariot unit. Didn't kill the pharaoh, but I managed to kill the chariots.
So what did he get of yours? So many points.
Yeah,
'Cause that means you lost 12-8 on.
yeah. Unless I'm wrong and I didn't get the objective,
Yeah. Because you didn't get the centre one, you didn't get the left one.
maybe I didn't. Because what picture am I
Yeah.
looking for?
I think you must have won 11-9 on points.
Yeah, maybe. That's the picture I'm
yeah.
looking for.
So you
Yeah,
can
because
pick it
I
up.
haven't got that objective, have I? Neither of us has got the left one.
Yeah.
So,
I think
yeah,
you must
maybe.
have just won because you haven't lost anything
Yeah,
points wise.
I haven't actually, have I? No, you're right. I mean, it was all very close. No one killed anything.
Yeah.
Much. I know I definitely got the points for the chariots, and I think that probably swung it.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
The chariots would be enough because everything else is just chaff.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost the spearbacks and the salamanders, it looks. Or
You've
maybe I've got
traded,
one
you've traded
salamander.
chaff basically,
Yeah.
and then you got the chariots.
Yeah, pretty
So,
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was it. I got an 11-9 win. it was all a very cagey game. It was all very tactical. Not a game I've ever played anything like that, really.
Yeah.
So it was really enjoyable. Nice one to Tony, because he was learning Undying Dynasties very much so. Trying out
He's
this
always
list.
learning.
He's always learning as he goes. Yeah. A lot of the times, Terracotta wasn't familiar to him, and he picked a lot of units that didn't actually benefit from the Terracotta rules.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like constructs don't get the +1 res,
Ah.
and he had Shabtiz and
Across the board,
Cataracts.
yeah.
So there was elements in there that weren't ideal,
Mm.
but we had a great game and a good fun, and I sneaked a narrow win, so I'm happy.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah. So there we go. That's my battle in Stony, and we'll move on to your rematch next, which is against Paul again.
Boomtown.
Yep. We'll see if you get the result right this time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
See you later.